Well, what's happening, everybody? The results are in, and I'm here today to give them to y'all. But I think y'all are going to be a little surprised because I definitely know that I was. If you'll notice today, I'm out here doing a little bit of feeding. I've moved the camera, coming from a different location. I have it set up on a big white oak. Got a pile of corn right there on the ground, just regular corn. I think that one might be the apple flavored corn, but just regular apple flavored corn. I've got a little salt lick right here, and right here, and right here, I have a spot where I've been feeding some rice bran, which was not in the test. But during the test that I did with the 5 different types of feed, we had an unexpected series of events that kept occurring. The test was very difficult to perform because apparently I have a herd of raccoons back here. Yeah, exactly. A herd of raccoons. There are anywhere from 10 to 20 raccoons that are hanging out back here. I don't know, maybe even more than that. So the test was so difficult to do. I had to constantly keep coming and rebaiting because they would literally wipe me out overnight. But we ran this test for about 7 days and we were able to come up with some results. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to hold you guys very long waiting on the results. In 7 days, I just got through calculating all this stuff up, and the acorn rage was gone the first day immediately. I did not go and buy anymore. That stuff was very expensive, and I wasn't going to buy it just for the raccoons to eat it as soon as it hit the ground. The acorn rage was gone, and we did have one deer visit to the acorn rage that was trying to get whatever was left off the ground. The big tine in the little black bag, the powdered one, the one that I thought was going to be the best one, actually had no deer eating in it, and it's actually still sitting on the ground for the most part right now. The big tine in the big black bag, which I thought was going to be the second runner-up, actually pretty much is the second runner-up. Uh, it got 6 different times that deer came and eat at it. Now, each time the deer came, there was anywhere from 3 to 4 deer at a time, and they would stay for 30 to 45 minutes, and they would move back and forth between the big tine and the apple flavored corn. Surprisingly enough, I didn't think it was going to get very much attention. It actually won this contest that that we were having here, this little experiment that we were doing. It got 7 different visits, according to the pictures, that deer were eating in it. Now, I'm not 100% sure how accurate this is because it seems, as I look through the pictures from the scouting camera, it seems that the raccoons and the deer at several different points may have had some sort of a standoff where the raccoons didn't really want the deer eating the corn, so they were kind of, I don't know, running them off or scaring them away. And there were some times where the deer would come check out the food and they wouldn't even stop and eat because there would be a pile of raccoons and they would just run off and the deer wouldn't even eat in it that night. So the raccoons were a major problem in this. But all in all, if we're just going to pull number for number, the apple corn came out ahead of all of them. Whether that be because that was the only one they could get to that the raccoons wasn't eating, because the raccoons were demolishing the cherry rush flavored corn and the big tine. The raccoons were demolishing that. It wouldn't stay at long at all. But since then, I have done a little different experiment, and I'm going to show you guys that here because I've talked to a couple of different guys as I was doing this experiment. I had a bunch of y'all reach out to me wanting to know what was going on. And I actually have a lot of guys that's having problems with raccoons. And I don't recommend killing the raccoons. In the past, I have captured them. I have tried to get rid of them in different kinds of ways, live traps, everything. And they just leave behind some scent whenever they get in distress. And I find that whenever I've done that in the past, and I may be wrong about this, like I said before, I may be wrong about it. I'm not going to kill the raccoons, and I'm not going to relocate them. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm going to leave them alone because I do think that they're kind of in some sense, somewhat of a safety animal, or at least they're not putting off some kind of negative pheromone or whatever it is. I don't know the science behind it, but it just, in the past, whenever I've gotten rid of the raccoons, the deer left too. So I'm just going to leave the raccoons alone. I'm going to figure out another way to fight. But anyway, so what I've decided to do, and I tried and it seems to be working. I'll show you guys a couple of pictures of this. I went and got a sack of regular rice bran. It seems to be the cheapest way to feed. There's a whole lot of rice bran and I can feed a long time as long as it's not raining. If you guys listen in the back, it's about to thunder right now. It's thundering right now, so it's probably about to rain. But I just picked up some regular non-flavored deer corn, and I have some more apple deer corn, and I have picked up some rice bran. That pile of corn right there on the ground, that's for the raccoons. I pile that up in one big pile right there by the tree, and the raccoons love it. They hang in it, their tails swing around, they eat all they want. And they don't seem to mess with the rice bran. I don't know if they eat it or don't eat it. I haven't really had any pictures of them in the rice bran. I don't know if it's because they don't like the rice bran at all, or if it's because they're too busy eating the corn that's piled up by the tree. But I will tell you this: if you guys are having problems with raccoons, a good idea is to make a corn pile for the raccoons. The deer do eat in the corn still. I do have some pictures of some of the deer eating in the corn. Well, at least I have their heads really close to the camera, and I can tell that that's what they're doing, is eating in the corn, because the corn is literally right below the camera. But right here where I want to get my pictures at, so I can get a good inventory of what I got out here. Right now I have about 4, year and a half old, 2.5, maybe a 2-year-old buck. Some young bucks. It's something that Tori, the kids, are going to shoot if we decide to come back. Well, we are going to be back here in the velvet season. I'm hoping Tori can shoot her one. But I've been putting out this rice bran. It's cheap. The raccoons don't mess with it, and the deer love it. As a matter of fact, I've gotten several pictures in the last 2 days since I started using the rice bran where they're coming out in the mornings again. They're actually coming out in the daylight. They were coming out in the daylight a bunch, and then after this experiment, I don't know if it's me talking back here or running the tractor or just my sweat getting everywhere and they smell me, because I literally, before I started this video, there was a deer that was walking right there. I'll show you guys that picture. There was a deer walking right there. It never came to the feed. It just walked in the back right over here. So the deer are bedding really close to here. So they probably hear me talking right now. They hear the tractor, and they know that there's a lot of stuff going on in here. So I don't know if that shuts them down for a couple of days. But regardless, at the end of the day, this isn't a very long video. I just wanted to bring you guys the results because I had so much of y'all reaching out to me, asking me when we were going to get to see that. So I just wanted to come out here today and make this little short video. Of the test, I'll repeat it again. The apple flavored corn got the most hits, followed by the big tine, and none of the other feeds got hit by deer at all, but they were being annihilated by the coons, all except for the crushed up big tine, the red one. That one didn't get hit by anything. And since then, I have decided that I'm going to be feeding rice bran to the deer and apple flavored corn and regular flavored corn. It's the cheapest way out, and if it's $17 a bag for the big tine, or if it is $9 a bag for the apple flavored corn or regular corn, or even the cherry crush corn, I think it would still have done good. The cherry rush, I'm sorry, cherry rush corn. If at $10 a bag, $9 a bag, it's a lot cheaper than going out buying the big tine. Even though I still like the big tine, it's hard to compete with the raccoons. So there it is, guys. I brought you the results. I did this little experiment for all of us just to kind of work together and figure it out. Man, y'all stick with the channel. I'm going to have some more stuff coming up. I got a lot of good ideas. I've got some funny stuff coming up. I've got some more DIY stuff coming up. And soon enough, we're going to be in hunting season. I'm going to be bringing you guys some hunts. Just last night, I got through planning out my Tennessee velvet hunt. I'll be over there for the opening weekend. When it opens here, I'll be in Tennessee. But whenever I get back on Sunday or Monday, I'm going to be taking Tori over to the box stand right over there and hopefully putting an arrow in one of these little young bucks that's been hanging around here chomping on this rice bran. Y'all stick with me. Y'all give me a subscribe. Y'all give me a like, and I'll bring y'all some more content. I'll catch y'all on the next hunt.